11 grown adults run around a field for 90 minutes, and somehow only one of them is legally allowed to use their hands. Nobody explains why. Nobody explains who does what, or why a team needs four different types of players just to function. You've been nodding along at matches for weeks, pretending you understand the positions. You don't. That's fine. Here is exactly how it works. Let's start with the simplest possible version of this. Every football team, no matter which country, which league, which tactic, breaks down into four basic groups: the goalkeeper, the defenders, the midfielders, the forwards. One goalkeeper, always. 10 outfield players split between the other three groups, depending entirely on how the manager wants to play. That's the whole skeleton of the sport. Everything else is just decoration on top of that. Now here's the part that actually explains why this structure exists. And almost nobody bothers to tell you this. Football is essentially one long argument over space. Whoever controls the space closest to their own goal stays safe. Whoever controls the space closest to the opponent's goal scores. So the team splits itself into layers to control different zones of that space at the same time. Defense at the back. Build up in the middle. Firepower at the front. One layer for safety. One layer for control. One layer for damage. Let's go through them one at a time, starting with the player everyone already understands, but nobody can explain properly. The goalkeeper. This is the only position on the entire pitch allowed to use their hands and only inside their own penalty box. Step outside that box, and suddenly they're just another player who can get sent off for handling the ball like anyone else. Their job sounds simple. Stop the ball going in the net. But modern goalkeepers do far more than that. They organize the entire defense from behind. They read attacks before they happen, and increasingly, they start attacks themselves with sharp, accurate passing out from the back. One mistake from this position, and the scoreboard changes instantly. No second chances. No teammate to cover for you. Just you. Alone. Between two posts. Next layer up. Defenders. These are the players standing directly in front of the goalkeeper, and their entire job is built around one priority. Stop the other team from getting a clean shot at goal. Inside this group, there's actually more nuance than people realize. Center backs sit in the middle, dealing with whoever's running straight at goal. Fullbacks cover the wide areas on each side, stopping attacks down the flanks while also, in the modern game, sprinting forward to support attacks of their own. Defenders used to be judged purely on toughness and timing. Now they're expected to pass cleanly under pressure, almost like an extra midfielder standing slightly further back. No defense. No platform to build anything on top of. Now the engine room. Midfielders. This is the busiest position on the entire pitch, and it's the one most newcomers genuinely struggle to understand, because midfielders do almost everything. Defensive midfielders sit deep, breaking up the opponent's attacks before they even reach the back line. Central midfielders cover enormous distances, connecting defense to attack, picking passes, controlling tempo. Attacking midfielders push forward, looking to create the moment that turns possession into a genuine goal-scoring chance. If defenders are the wall and forwards are the weapon, midfielders are the bridge between the two. Without them, the wall and the weapon never actually connect. No midfield, no rhythm, no control, no game plan that actually survives 90 minutes. And finally, the players everyone already knows by name. Forwards. Their job on paper looks simple. Score goals. But the role has split into specialists. Strikers play centrally, closest to goal, built to finish chances quickly and decisively. Wingers play out wide, using pace and skill to beat defenders and deliver the ball into dangerous areas. Forwards are judged on one brutal simple number: goals and assists. Everything else is forgiven if that number is high enough. No forwards, no finish. All that careful buildup wasted. Right now, at this World Cup, every single team you watch is built from exactly the same four-layer structure, just arranged differently depending on the manager's philosophy. Some teams load up on midfielders for control. Some stack defenders for discipline. Some throw extra forwards forward and gamble everything on firepower. But strip away every formation, every tactic, every fancy diagram a pundit draws on a tablet, and you're always looking at the same four roles underneath: goalkeeper, defenders, midfielders, forwards. So here's the whole thing, stripped down to what actually matters. One goalkeeper guards the net and starts attacks from the back. Defenders protect that space and stop clean shots at goal. Midfielders connect everything, controlling tempo and space in the middle of the pitch. Forwards finish the job, turning all that structure into actual goals. 4 layers. One shared goal. 11 players, each one essential to the layer above and below them. The game has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.